pleasure having you at Health Education Library for People, and we are happy to listen to your talk on defeat diabetes through diet. We would like to know in brief what you would be covering during this lecture today.
Madam, about 20 years back I contacted diabetes, and I had a friend who was into manufacturing a lot of herbal products, but she told me that everything can be controlled with diabetes. And today, honestly, I'm going to share something which, over a period of 21 days, 398 was brought down to 140, 160. Amazingly, eating at the right time, eating the right food, because I strongly believe that if the food is right, you don't require medicine. If your food is wrong, the medicine will not work for you. And hence, today I'm going to give you the right food at the right time, what you need to eat in the morning, what you need to eat in the afternoon, what you need to eat in the evening. That will go as a medicine into your system, which you will get benefit out of, and you will be relieved as such.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon still. It's been a pleasure to see some very familiar faces and some couple of new friends. Any language I'm comfortable with. If you are comfortable in Gujarati, Hindi, Marathi or English. Marathi nahi, to that I am also quite not familiar, but then yes. Anyway, once again a good afternoon and to you all. Today I am going to share something that happened to me 20 years back, honestly. 20 years back, I am still at the chairman of my society, and there I was sitting down and they were serving in an AGM, they were serving some samosas and jalebis and all. And I gobbled up one samosa and gobbled up second samosa and then couple of jalebis. And there was this very young doctor who works with, Mr. Irani, Ali Irani, who was the, she was the assistant of him, and she walked up to me, staying in my building, Dr. Rupa. And he said, "Sir, you have diabetes." I said, "Doc, I'm sure I don't have diabetes, I'm still super active." He said, "You have 110% diabetes." I said, "Beta, masti na kar." So he said, "No." Next morning, she called me up at about 11, "Did you get your sugar checked?" I said, "No, beta, I'm not serious about it." He said, "Uncle, please, it's a request, get it checked." Next morning, she woke me up at 5:30, "I hope you've not had anything, get your sugar done." So I went there next to it, and I went to a very well-known diagnosis center, that is at Life, very well-known in Andheri, Lokhandwala. And I went after 2 hours, and I went at 5:30, and she reminded me, "Report आया 4 बजे." I said, "मैं जाऊँगा, आप टेंशन क्यों है? मैं खा पी के सुखी हूँ, एक्टिव हूँ. That's the way I am." I went at 5:30. By that time, she had already called twice. कि क्या हुआ report? And when I got the report, that lady who was giving me said, "How come you are still here?" I said, "What happened?" He said, "You should have been in coma." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "He's been fluctuating so much, and today it is 398. I said, "That's bad or good?" I didn't even know what it was. Okay. So he said, "Sir, be serious. Go to the doctor." I called up Rupa. I said, "Listen, it's 398 and 200 and something. I still have the report." He said, "I need to change your diet." So I went to her house, and she wrote, "Ye khana, wo khana, ye khana, and take some medicine." Then I remembered I had Mr. Shah, who was a very good friend of mine, and the daughter was manufacturing aloe vera. So I called him up. I said, "Yaar, Harshu bhai, તમારી દીકરીનો નંબર આપો." મને કહે, "શું થયું?" મેં કીધું, "સાહેબ ડાયાબિટીસ છે." અરે મને કહે, "She is the best one for it." And hence I contacted her. It was a Saturday. He said, "I will see you on Monday, and we will give you a proper diet with little medicine." I said, "Okay." Then again I got scared, and I called her up. I said, "For these next 2 days, what do I eat? You calling me on Monday, abhi kya kha?" But you have everything and all the right in the world to eat what you want. Monday, if you maintain it, then we will see. So मैं बोला, "चल भाई 2 दिन है, पानी पूरी खा लो and halwa खा लो," all that, but I was controlling myself. On Monday I went there, and she made a lovely chat which I'm going to share with you. And I've been following that more or less wherever I can. And she put me on aloe vera. Okay, and she, very fortunately for me, she also manufactures aloe vera for diabetes with a lot of herbs in it. He said, you have that, and I think you should be all right in about 3 months. But she still didn't know me so well that I would follow that bloody diet very well. I would not move away from it. That is what, it was important for me. Okay, when a doctor is giving me instruction, I need to look at it. And I got this, 7 days, 14 days, 21 days. By the time 21 days, I was almost normal. No medicine, nothing. And then I moved on. And I found myself by the fourth week, 28 days, I was 140, 130, 140. He said, you carry on with that. But I became overconfident. I became so overconfident that I can control my body. So वापस खाना चालू किया, खराब किया. But again, I came back to you after 20 years, and I pray to Almighty God that He gave me diabetes. I was 114 kilos. I can show you some of the photographs of mine. I used to only wear pathanis and jabbas. Okay. So I thank God that He gave me diabetes so that I could meet some good doctors, change my lifestyle, change my eating habit. And the last 20 years, I've lived a good life. I'm coming from Navi Mumbai just because I want to meet you all, talk to you and share with you. All the way from Kharghar, it takes a long time. I have to change 3 trains, get down at Kurla, Kurla to Dadar, Dadar to here. Anyway, that's the way it is. What we're going to do is we're going to talk today first, and then I'll give you a chart which you need to follow a diet. You need to remember a couple of things which, if you're noting it down or remember, it's very easy. There is nothing to note it down as that if your food is right, you don't require medicine. If your food is wrong, no medicine will work for you. It's a fact of life, sahib. આ હકીકત છે. આપણે કોઈ પણ લેંગ્વેજમાં તમે ટ્રાન્સલેટ કરો તો this is the truth. Every food has its medical benefit. There is no doubt about that. Let me share a couple of things. You can ask me a whole lot of questions, and we can share a whole lot of things also. That what are the things that we need to avoid and what are the things we need to take in. And that's very important for all of us. Now, we must know how body works. Wherever you are, in whichever part of the world, the body does certain things. Like at 3:30 in the morning, the liver starts making acid, digestive acid. In the night, after sunset, 1 hour, it stops making acid. That's why when you eat something heavy in the night, it doesn't get digested, and you feel in the morning because it has taken 5 hours then to move on. 2 things that the body also produces, very, very important, is at 7 o'clock in the morning and at 4 o'clock in the morning, it produces insulin. And that's the time when you feel like having something, or you need to, because the body needs to give something for that insulin to digest and to convert it into a kind of energy that we talk of. Body also makes, from 10:30 to 11:30, it makes roughly 1.25 liter of hydrochloric acid, which is what we call it as digestive acid. And body also makes from 6:30 to 7:30 in the evening, again the same digestive acid, which the body produces 1.25 liter. At the normal time, it does produce a drop here, drop there, whatever, but that maximum comes in. What in India we do, that unfortunately at 10:30 office जाके चाय पीता acid के साथ acid डालते हैं. You need to have, that's why they say you never have tea alone. You need to have biscuits or some sandwich or whatever it is. And at 4 o'clock again चाय पार्टी होती है, चाय वजह चाय चाहिए, चाय पी लेते हैं, and it becomes worse. You need to eat at 10:30, you need to eat at 6:30. अगर कहीं नहीं तो कुरमुरा खाओ, बिस्किट 2-4 खाओ. The acid needs to digest that. When you don't give anything in your body, अगर हम कुछ नहीं खाते हैं, then what happens is it starts eating your stomach line. And the first sign of diabetes is acidity. And the first sign of acidity, before acidity, is hair fall. अगर बाल गिरता है तो मालूम गिरना चाहिए कि एसिडिटी बन रही है. And then you are in that stage, start getting ready. I lost a lot of hair at 40, okay, because I got diabetes and then I had no control over it. I did manage to control the diabetes and the acidity, but the damage is done, damage is done. You can't, go back and trace it. A lot of people are giving big talks that you can do reverse. Believe me, I have suffered. I tried it out. A lot of things I experiment with myself. There is a doctor in Borivali. He said you go for 30 days injection of mine and your whole body will reverse, reverse in age, reverse in diabetes and all. And the first injection I took, and I'm still suffering from allergy. Allergy, skin coming out. My eyes had popped up and all, and I got scared. I said, I can sue you, boss, because I tried, because I thought if something is benefiting me, then I would share it with people. But anyway, I give it up. Now, you all asked me, and I can tell you, we were discussing before Siraj Bhai and Firoz Bhai came in. We are discussing about, let's talk about one of my favorite topics is kalonji. Now, kalonji are known as black seeds. In the Quran Sharif, in the Islam, it is written in Hadith, the importance of kalonji. And it is mentioned by the Prophet that 1 kilo of gold will be exchanged for 1 kilo of kalonji. That is if people now recognize the importance. Give me your email, I will share with you how kalonji can benefit with 212 disease now. It has control over 212 diseases. You can go on the net and just go say benefit of kalonji. Kalonji can be added in a powdered form, it can be added in a seed. Please, again, there has been a lot of discussion with me and kalonji. The Jains and the Gujaratis say onion seeds. Onion seeds nati. Okay, it like aloe vera, they said it's a cactus plant. It is not a cactus. It comes from a lily family. Same ji, kalonji is black seeds purely. It has a foreign name also, which I don't remember. But apne yahan India mein kalonji kahe chhe. One of the finest kalonji oil that you can get is at Paiduni. Okay, there is this Muhammad Nisar, and there is one more person. They have this wooden chakki, wooden chakki. Exactly opposite the police station. Exactly opposite the police station. You ask Muhammad Nisar, and he will give you pure. There are two types of kalonji. One is about 1,000 rupees a kilo, and one is about 1,600 to 1,800 rupees a kilo, which I take normally that one. At 180 rupees bottle of 100 ml will last you almost 6 months. So it's only 30 rupees a month, 1 rupee a day. Okay, 10 drops with warm water or with your tea. It is very good. You can have few, with your salads or with your cucumber or something. You can have your kalonji oil, or you can also use kalonji seeds. Kalonji seeds also mixed with mukwas, excellent. If you see in the Muhammad Ali Road or Mahim or Bindi Bazaar, they put it on naan. Those black seeds are known as kalonji, that black thing. Or in your roti, you find them. Kalonji can be had many ways. I found kalonji oil very good for toothache. I found it, as I said, have 10 drops in the morning, 10 drops in the night with water or with hot milk or hot tea. Also very good for diabetes. When I share with you that...
I kept your flight mode.
No, that's okay, we are flying. No, that's okay. What happens is that...
Sorry, Wi-Fi. There must be a Wi-Fi here.
Wi-Fi chair.
Wi-Fi
Isle.
Sorry.
That's okay, perfectly all right. So anything that more you want me to know, I can share with you. It's very good for toothache. I just used to apply, the toothache with kalonji oil. Excellent. Okay, you can add a few seeds of kalonji in a child's, sandwich or in anything that a soup or something. He won't even know. There is hardly any taste in it. Chabai jayega agar chabaoge to barabar. But you add it with something else, so chabai jayega na. Long sir.
I take kalonji with honey.
Honey is also excellent. Yes.
Just chew it up.
Chew it up. Okay, honey also is very good. And you also have kalonji with honey and a little oil, what I'm talking about, and a little bit of lime. Very good for reduction. Very good for reduction, honestly. So there are a whole combination. I'll share it with you. I'll give you those 212 ways of having kalonji oil and kalonji oil with carrot, very good for your eyes. Very good. I have been using kalonji oil with aloe vera gel for my skin, where I met with an accident and my body gave me a lot of problem. And I had 5 accidents in about 2.5 years, and each time I was in hospital for 2 months. I don't know, people loved me so much, they kept on banging me from the back and running away, banging me. I'll show you some of the photographs of my foot. And then suddenly I came down to Paiduni, bought half a kilo, 100 ml, and I'm using it, and I'm finding that the skin over here, which doctor told me that that hole will remain. The hole will remain, but then I didn't believe him and I kept on applying this with some. But the amount of medicine that they have given me in my body, I calculated, in the last 3 years I have had about 1,98,000 rupees worth of allopathy. Because when you fracture your leg, you can't do anything because that's only allopathy and the thing. And they were expensive kind of a thing. But yes, last 4 months I've stopped taking every bit of it. I don't want anything to do with it. But I am on Ayurvedic, I am on naturopathy, I am on herbal. And this is what I want to share with you today. So we start with kalonji, which is again very important for all of us. Please, with the Gujaratis and the Jains, tell them it is not onion seeds, it is black seeds. It comes from a different family, it doesn't come from the onion family. Like they don't even have honey. Some Jains don't even have honey side, because they said okay, it is from the spit of the bee. So they have their own rules and regulations. Okay, we respect every religion. But yes, we can tell you, if not with honey, you can add something. But the best part about honey that we talk next, that it is a catalyst. When I say catalyst, you have aloe vera. You get 100% benefit with aloe vera. But you have it with honey, it increases its potency to 300 times. So that 100% becomes 300. Honey, kind of like honey and lime with warm water, reduces. You see, the best part about honey, I would like to speak to you a little bit on honey also. One of the most interesting about honey is also that it is used for losing weight and it is used for gaining weight. How do we gain weight with honey? You have it with cold milk in the night. It will gain weight, hot water in the morning will lose weight. So honey has a whole lot of property, and one of the ways of breaking upvas, is honey. The reason is, a person with diabetes and who has low diabetes, person whose sugar level goes much below 80 and 70 and 60, she or he needs to carry honey with her. Honey on the tongue immediately goes into your system. It works so fast because the tongue has a lot of pores. It works like a capillary and it gets into your system very fast. So your level of sugar from 60, 70 can come up to 80, 90, which is a comfortable level as such. So this is a little, you have to ask me question if you want me to keep on going, I would appreciate, but it could be. Another thing very good for diabetes which I have found, and where I stay now in Kharghar, they find me, the ladies, I'm in love with them, they are in love with me, but like a pagal doctor aaya. They call me a pagal doctor because I pick up bhindi and start eating. Raw bhindi. Raw bhindi is damn good for diabetes.
But you wash it?
I wash it.
You have to wash it.
Yes, I wash it.
Then
Fibers are there.
there's something on the skin.
The hair kind of a thing. You need to wash it and I eat it. Okay, I'll carry a water bottle, even here I'm carrying in my bag. I saaf kiya, ek do kha liya chote wale. Keep 4 bhindi in the night, the lady fingers, into a glass of water, 4 of them. Okay, then you wash out the water, you take another fresh water and grind it in the mixture and have it. Then you strain it and have that. That is one of the most effective. You'll find your diabetes level. I do it very often. When I'm not in a hurry, then I do it. But I do it 3-4 days in a week. You have that and your level of diabetes really comes down. Because the sticky part of the lady finger, the bindi what we call it, that sticky part is insulin. It is known as plant insulin. Okay, I don't know if I have it or not, but I'll show you something very interesting also of what a plant insulin. So that insulin helps you to get your sugar level down. Tenli. टिंडोरा जी अपनी के ना, कच्चा खा लो, खाने के साथ 4-5 जेब में रखो और कच्चा खाओ. Do not cut it, do not wash it and keep it and have it kacha. That sticky part, if you cut it with a knife, it sticks to the, that milky thing is actually plant insulin. 4-5 आप खाने के साथ खा लो, 20%. Myself and Dr. Hiral, when the person who put me on to this diet, and we've been shouting at the top of our voice, कि यार तेनली खाओ, भिंडी खाओ, तेनली खाओ, भिंडी खाओ, for years. After so many years, Times of India one fine day in the month of March says the poor man's food can be a cure for diabetes. And we read it and said, yaar, hum log chilla ke, the guys who are my gurus, the Swamis, the Maharajas, the priests, all that, whatever, I've been sharing and getting knowledge from. And I told Dr. I said, I should kill these bloody buggers. How bad they can be. Even we tell them, they say, kya tumne research kiya hoga. But our Sanskriti, our culture has all this, believe me. So one of the tenlis, if you can have 4, 5, about 10 in a day, it's damn good because that's sticky thing. Now you'll be surprised, when I shifted to Kharghar, and I have a habit on a Sunday morning to go for drives. So I said, let me go towards Alibag, venture out on the Goa road. And I came across a nursery called Go Green. Only nursery with an ISO 9002 or something. And next to it is the Yusuf Mehrali Center. There Mr. Parekh is a very good friend who is 90 plus. Yaw, dikh raha yaw. Tu shoo layo che? Maine kahi nahi sahib, I just thought I'll buy some soap and some almond oil which Yusuf Mehrali, that is center run by the Gandhians. He himself is a Gandhian and even at 94, 95 he is damn active. Ye jharu nahi mara, ye nahi kiya, and he is healthy because of the herbal kind of a thing. And they make lovely biscuits and they make mustard oil and all, which I go and pick it up. But next to it was Go Greens. So I said, let me go and meet them. And jokingly I asked, I said, koi plant hai kya, diabetes plant? So bolte, haan sir, hai na. So I said, what is it? I'll show you that photograph. He said, we have an insulin plant. So I saw it, I bought it for 30 rupees. And what is that insulin plant? This advertisement that comes in the TV, Madhu Nasni, buy it for 2,900 rupees, control. If you see these people selling. So I said, what is the Hindi name of it? What is Madhu Nasni? I said, this is what I was looking for. 30 rupees ka plant laya 2 saal pehle. I'm still having 4 leaves every day from it. He said, it will grow big, don't worry.
It's called Madhu Nasi.
Yeah, it's Madhu Nasni.
Madhu Nasni?
Nasni, not Nachni. Nachni is different. Nasni. Okay, so I bought that too. Then they found me interesting, so I was sharing with them a whole lot of, it's just sharing. And they said, auric plant hai. I said, what is that plant? He said, that also controls diabetes and it is known as herbal insulin. This is known as plant insulin, this is known as herbal insulin. So I said, भैया वो भी 2 पौधा दे दो यार. See, anything, ऐसे खाने में मेरे कुछ नहीं होगा नहीं. बोलता सर नुकसान भी नहीं करेगा तो फायदा नहीं होगा तो नुकसान भी नहीं करेगा. But I found it quite good. Yes, it is bitter. Initially I didn't like it. So what did I do? कोतमीर की चटनी के साथ उसको भी चटनी बना दिया.
What is the name of it?
Herbal plant and insulin plant. You go on to the website. You go on to the website. You'll get hundreds of insulin plant, and you'll get Hindi name, Telugu name, all the names you want, and where it is. You write. I wrote when someone told me. So I wrote, where is it available nearest to Kharghar? So they said Panvel. Okay, there is somebody in Malad making it and selling it. There is somebody here who's selling it. Okay, there are a whole lot of this in Kalbadevi, you may find it. And now what they are doing is they are also making Madhu Nasni powder. Hardly 50 gram powder, 100 rupees. But nothing to with the plant. You can have it with your kothmir ka chutney, pudina ka chutney, and it will go very well. Haji. So I have it with chapati, with bread and an egg sandwich or whatever it is. I'm a pure non-veg, so that's perfectly all right with me. But this is what it is. So couple of these things does help you. Now we come to aloe vera. aloe vera is one food also that is very, very important for diabetes as such. Aloe vera is the only known product today, where it can remove, you see, your whole system, I will draw it for you, the whole system of 22 feet of your intestine has certain gaps. Like, let me share something with you. Okay. Okay, this is what it is. And then your whole intestine goes something like that. And these are divided into these parts where whatever food you have, vitamin A is digested here, vitamin C is digested here, vitamin K is digested here. That way it keeps on. They have a property where they absorb vitamin and then they pass the other food. So here it will take vitamin A and pass it on, vitamin C and pass it on. Now sometimes this gets blocked. It's like this. And because of a poor digestion, it gets blocked. So vitamin A also passes by. Aloe vera is the only known fact that it can go right up to here and throw it out. Okay, now as I was telling you that with aloe vera and honey, it is excellent. Now, I have been selling aloe vera for last 20 years, promoting because of this girl who helped me to control my diabetes, and she's a manufacturer of aloe vera. I realized one thing, that aloe vera is not good for one person out of every 10,000. And I was one of that person. Aloe vera, me and I don't suit. So I walked up and I said, beta, legs are paining, elbows are paining. So but you are one of those rare people in 10,000 that one person doesn't suit aloe vera, add haldi to it. I added black pepper as told by I added haldi. The pain went away, the digestion became processing, and diabetes started getting better. Then she made with 9 herbs, curry patta, haldi and various herbs, and now comes in a very dark, very bitter aloe vera as such. Aloe vera has been used for many, many things. Especially people think of aloe, beauty means aloe vera. We've got the history facts straight that aloe vera was used by Helen of Troy, and she fought countries to capture aloe vera. The fields of aloe vera, she got into a battle because aloe vera is good. You have a diabetic foot. I have treated one person, Mr. Arif Momin in Bhiwandi, he called me up. He's been a friend of mine for 46 years. And he started crying one day. And he said, I said, what happened, boss? He said, nahi yaar. I said, paise ka problem hai. He said, nahi, ye wo nahi hai. I said, koi bibi bhag gayi. You know, the normal friend to friend talk. He said, yaar, nahi yaar, tu yaar samajhta nahi Sabu yaar, tu samajh. I said, kya hua? But tomorrow I'm getting operated and they're going to cut my foot because it's got into gangrene. I said, you have to do it control kyun nahi karta? I said, ruk ja, main aata. I took 6 liters of aloe vera and 6 kilo of aloe vera jar, the application gel. And I told his wife that you get banana leaves or you get those pan, aap mujhe khaye che. And I said, we will do this treatment. I went there, we cleansed his foot and all, and then we applied aloe vera. I said, your leg does not have to remain dry. And you keep on drinking this every 2 hours, 60 ml, every 2 hours, 60 ml, and see what happened. I called up the doctor, he said, you do that treatment. When I went there, I could see his bone. It was so bad, they had to cut it, they wanted to cut it off. I said, usko bol ke sir, paise ka bandobast nahi hua, main 15 din mein karta hu. Jab tak I'll take care. After 15 days he went there, he started healing. The doctor asked, what are you doing? He said, I don't know, I was only praying. I said, do not say, because these guys will not believe you and they'll tell you a whole lot of negative thing about it. In about 3 months, he could wear socks and go back to work. And these are the power of aloe vera, where diabetes is concerned, where your rashes are concerned, your skins are concerned. Because diabetes is the king and the queen and the Raj robe, the best part of it. So we need to take care. Aloe vera is one of the things. Another thing is rice. Strongly recommend people to have rice for diabetes, where doctors say no. I am talking about red rice. Red rice,
Without polish.
No, 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 no. Those are brown rice. I'm talking about red rice is purely.
Very difficult to get.
No, 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 no,
Sorry,
no, no.
sorry, no.
Any
It's
other
available.
mall mein, you can go down any mall, you get it. If you tell me, I will see that you get it couriered here. There is no problem at all. Red rice is the color, even more, the color like this. Color like this. It is the only food, okay, which you get is zinc and chromium, which is very good for curing diabetes. Zinc and chromium is super. And you can't make zinc tablet and chromium tablet like iron tablet and calcium tablet. And it is only available in this process. See, any food which is boiled over 60 degrees, it gets cured. Honey with boiling water is bad, gone. All properties gone. Like milk has, again for your joint pain, you require glucosamine. Now, glucosamine is something which is available plenty in lot of vegetables and milk. But at 60 degrees, it is lost. That's why they say, okay, even for diabetes, it should be like 24 hours divided, no? 8 hours sleep, 8 hours work, 8 hours to your society. Okay. Same way is with food, 33%, 33%, 33%. Now what is that 33%? Raw food. Raw food means kakdi hai, gajar hai, and whatever you feel like having, you can have this thing. I have a lot of leafy vegetables also. We'll come back onto that. 33% is your sabji and other thing, and then other your carbs, what we call carbohydrates like chapatis and other things. Avoid as much as possible pickle, sahib, achar, papad. You will, I don't know, but you will, it will amaze you. Papad and achar takes 12 days to digest.
And more than? No, more than 12 days.
Around
12 days it takes. आप समझे क्या ना? And it is, if you can't digest your food, diabetes is a problem. So you need to avoid papad and all. Okay. And Indian जब थाली खाने जाते हैं तो पहले तो वही सब देता है.
टेस्ट आता है सर. राइस के साथ में
बोलना बोलते हैं नहीं चाहिए.
Yeah. No, I don't even have farsan. When I have my
varieties are no, so rice papad is there.
no, avoid it, because the way they are made through fermentation and other things. So in fact, idli is also bad for diabetes. Any fermented food is very bad for diabetes. Any fermented food. आप अगर ये कभी खा लिया सर, देखो इंसान है. आप समझेंगे ना? I also go for wedding. मैं 2 गुलाब जामुन खा लेता हूँ. मैं भी इंसान हूँ, कोई भगवान नहीं हूँ. यार भूख लगती, देखा गुलाब जामुन खा लिया. यार 40 मिनट ज़्यादा चलो, और क्या करूँगा? 2 पैग एलोवेरा का ज़्यादा पियो यार, और क्या करूँ मैं? But I can't just say. That's why I say, thank God that you gave me diabetes so that I can change my lifestyle. I'm healthier, I'm enjoying my life even at this age, and everything is good to me. So this is what we come back. Red rice, you can make it in variety of way. You can make a khichdi out of it, you can make a rice, you can have it every day as much as you want. Okay. And sometimes I make a batter and make a dosa. Dosa, kanchi is good. But normally we make kanji of sabudana.
No,
Red rice also you can make. But I make a dosa batter out of it. उसको cook वाले को grind करके थोड़ा, आटा. Now, when we come back to attas, now I don't know how many kind of attas that you all are aware of, like chawal ka ke, gaun ka ke. But have you ever heard of sattu?
Yeah, sattu is good, very good.
Sattu sahib is one of the most expensive. Yeah. Okay, गांव में खाते होगे. यहाँ तो बॉम्बे में तो है ना. No. That is jaw.
Mixer of 2-3.
Yeah, it is basically chana. It is chana. उसको भून के उसको. There is one person in Belapur. I managed to convince him to please make sattu. I will sell for you. Now he's got enough customer because I've been talking so much about sattu. So people are having sattu. It's about 145 to 150 rupees a kilo. Sattu can be had kacha also with water. Breakfast ke liye you can have it a drink, or you can make a dosa, you can make anything. Again, superb for diabetes and superb for your digestion. अगर सत्तू अगर आप खाली एक पानी में जैसा लस्सी पीते हैं दूध में.
All pulses mixed in it?
No, there only that guy knows what because वो गांव वाला है, वो वहाँ का अपना बिहारी है और झारखंड का है. Those people know what sattu is and he is giving me a perfect
अभी
sattu.
अभी इधर भी मिलता है मुंबई में भी, पार्ला में भी मिले.
No, you will get it in Apna Bazaar. 200 gram packet of 38 rupees. Apna Bazaar में मिलता है because I have studied because if I don't know, I'm going to ask this gentleman, this mirchi masala wala.
What's your
I baju say, okay, I baju say. I'm bad at it. If it's there, I'm going to ask him. But sattu is something very, very good. Sattu is very, very good. And multigrain atta which now comes, also very good for diabetes. Very good for diabetes as such. I normally make dosas out of all these and enjoy it because it gives me variety as such. And this will help you out. So sattu that I wanted to share with you. Yes, gham is good, whatever it is. But again, it is carbohydrate as such, but much better than maida. 4 white things you need to avoid. 4 white things you need to avoid is maida, okay, sugar, salt, and brown sugar. That's also white. Okay, ganja, charas जो आता है ना वो भी तो you need to avoid for diabetes. Any form of liquor is bad. Unless it is, I always have a lovely saying, sir. Tomorrow vaste it suits you best, I think. Huh? Okay. Eat by pleasure. Eat by pleasure. Drink by measure. So, apna thoda bahut, but I'm not promoting whiskey or anything. I'll just share something very lighter side. You know the man who invented whiskey? Olkhan છે તમારે કોઈ દારૂ ઇન્વેન્ટ કરેલું whiskey? He is dead, sir. The man who invented whiskey is dead, but the spirit is alive. So that is, liquor is no ban, smoking is ban, because it's only going to, kind of,
diabetes,
only for diabetes, please. If you come just to listen and pass the knowledge and you can still do what you want in the evening after 6 o'clock.
I'm not diabetic, so I can drink it.
No.
A little bit.
Yeah, I said drink by measure. Eat by pleasure, drink by measure.
What about jaggery? It is also sweet.
So black jaggery is good.
Oh, black
For-
or white?
Black.
Black.
Pure is very good,
And organic.
but not too much.
Not too much.
Like
वो भी शुगर ही है ना.
वो sugar है, but it has its own properties which are good, which is what I would. Huh? Yes, that's also very good. But jaggery, yes, you can. I take it. I have somebody from Sawanwadi. They have this. And बहुत अच्छा. I'm telling you because I'm only sharing what I've done in the 20 years, sir. Okay, I keep on adding to it. So she,
famous है.
yeah, she's also a doctor, Ayurvedic doctor. She gets me full nice 2 डब्बा दे देता हूँ बड़ा वो प्लास्टिक का 1-1 किलो. हाँ, उधर आता है, and it is fantastic. Sometimes I make मीठा rice. Like धान साग आपने बनाया है ना तो एमा थोड़ू नाखी जरा. It has a lot of flavor to it, So yes, you can have a little bit of it. Something that we still stick around with food. Okay. Now rice we finished, atta we finished. Okay. Then we also finished a few of the vegetables which you should eat. Any fibrous vegetable like you need to have for your diet is your cabbage. Very important, cabbage, simla mirch. These are the few vegetables that you need to have it in there. Peas is not good for diabetes. Potatoes is not good for diabetes. But even apno ratalu je na sweet potato once in a month chale. That is very surprisingly that
नहीं, because the glycemic index of ratala is low.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But so when I talk to people कि potato नहीं खाने का but रतालू खाने का sweet potato मतलब पागल हो गए. You understand what I'm saying? But then he is technically saying that the index comes down and that's why you can have it once in a while. Okay, once in a while jaggery also you can have it. There is no problem at all. Say you are not suffering, you don't have a disease, you are changing your lifestyle, enjoy it. अगर चावल नहीं इडली नहीं बनती तो रवानी बनाओ, रवानी नहीं बनती तो नाश्ती नहीं बनाओ, कई तो बनाओ ना, खाओ तो खरा ना साहब. Why the hell do you want to suffer? It's as simple as that. Okay. So we come back to again vegetables. There are a whole lot of vegetables you need to avoid which are gas making. One of them is cauliflower. Again gas making. You should avoid, please, as far as possible. What about this thing? Amla is very, very good. I boil a whole lot of amla, lovely season, buy 2-3 kilos, boil them, grind them, then add little preservative and keep it and have it as an whatever I want.
And lime also is very good.
Lime is the best. I'll tell you
And
how.
even the skin,
Uh-huh.
the skin.
Yes, I'll tell you how. When to have lime. Again, I'm so happy that you brought up this topic. First thing in the morning, lime, water and honey brings your acidic level into alkaline. Lime in the morning is an alkaline food before 8 o'clock. Lime in the evening is acidic. Now, anything which is citric acid or anything which is khatta, that's why we say कि दही सांझे नहीं खावानु. That's the reason. Amli, kokum, mosambi, santra, limbu, nothing after 4:35. Adam perfect. Am I clear on that? Lime, thank you for reminding me. Lime.
Is it because of our digestive power?
Lime in the morning digesting, when the the acid is made, it makes your blood into alkaline.
But I'm so thin, I'll become thinner.
No, you're not thin. You're healthy. So, what we...
I'm elder than you.
Yeah, I think so. But I have worked harder. You enjoyed your life. I had 4 sisters to get married. Anyway, let's not get into I lost my father at 17. So, that's again come back. But I'm enjoying life also as much as you are.
How do you know I'm enjoying?
From your face, from your smile, from your eyes, I will take up a subject, 56 ways of body language. I can tell him exactly. अरे बहुत मजा हो उसे कोई कहता है कभी बैठेंगे शाम को 6 बजे के बाद. No, you will enjoy it because I'm a professional trainer. I've been training for 36 years. I'm attached to a university on the board of directors. I'm attached to 2 management college. And I give a whole lot of lectures on health. So I'm attached to a whole lot of this thing. I'm been training for last. I started with my profession with HR college. I'm a South Bombay resident, shifted to Lokharwala Andheri now. But yes, my heart, my life, and all that I gave it over here, and I left it and went. I don't know who's using it, my heart and all, but that's there anyway. Coming back again to food. Vegetables, we almost covered a lot of things. Beetroot you avoid as much as you can, okay? But once in a while, I'm still saying please have everything. You are not sick. You just need to be careful. It is better to have 1 peda or 1 piece of barfi than to have tea with sugar.
Oh, that is true.
I'm being very honest to you. That sugar is liquid sugar, solid to liquid. It is 6 times worse than having a piece of barfi or a peda. एक बार आप पेड़ा खा लोगे, I will allow you. But you have chai with sugar, not good. Because it works 6 times faster.
Without sugar?
Without sugar, tea is anytime welcome.
And without milk, still the best.
The best. I'll give you a combination of a good tea, if ever you want. Cinnamon powder. Cinnamon, then chai ka patti apna, and thoda ginger powder, सूट जो आपने कहे और ginger. Boil it, have it. It's amazing taste. Amazing taste. Trust me. Anyway,
And green tea is very good.
green tea is superb. But how good are they in a sense when they pack it and send it?
You know, yes,
You can make one.
people
With,
make
So
mistake.
fresh one
Green
is a
tea,
good now.
green tea should never, the water should never be boiled.
no.
At 80 degrees centigrade only.
So you boil the water, bring it down to that level at a dressing, wait for 3 minutes, then you put your tea
Yeah,
back
yeah.
and have it.
So then tannin will be reduced.
Yes, so that flavor is there as such. I have found that even some of these chai masalas are good to add to your tea leaf, to have it to your black tea. Because they have certain herbs like cinnamon, then you have ginger powder, then all that is added to it which gives you. So one of the best good tea, if you are well versed with, I think it's the best tea in the world, the black tea, is of Jabari Hotel. You know where Jabari Hotel
I
is?
got that.
Bindi Bazaar.
Ah.
Okay, I'll tell you exactly. You go down straight the road. Okay, now this way, so I don't know. You go down into Bindi Bazaar, JJ Signal. It is between JJ Signal and Muhammad Ali Road Signal. Towards Muhammad Ali Road on the left hand side is a place called Jabari Hotel. Okay, tonight I'm going to have tea there. It's 20 rupees, black tea, amazing masala in it. All your cold, cough, everything goes away, and digestion superb next morning.
Not Kawa, no?
It's better than kawa.
Kawa is a Iran, they have so much.
But this guy also gives you that much.
What you have to tell?
Just tell him ke kala cha do ya. You,
Kashmiri that is the type.
no, kawa is Kashmiri. So that they handle in a long thing and they pour
In
it.
England and Saudi Arabia,
But
they
it's
laugh
not
at
that-
us.
it's
Why
not-
having milk in tea?
It's my milk
No,
tea,
he's right. Firoz bhai is very right. That I prefer my first cup in the morning with milk. Please understand that. आपने को दूध बिगड़ गया दिमाग में नहीं आता. When I want to avoid tea, and I know कि साला मशीन वाला चाय ला के देगा, सर मैं black tea पीता हूँ. वो टाइम पे बोला अच्छा नहीं मेरे पास black tea नहीं तो चले सर रहने दो. That is one way of saying no. I only have masala black tea or whatever it is. Anyway, we coming back to couple of vegetables and other things. Coming now to milk. Okay, very interesting is that I also have come to know what kind of milk you get. Okay?
I know.
Different kind of milk is amazing.
Full of yeah, Camelin oil,
No,
curd powder, urea.
no, urea I not agreed. But again, you have a buffalo milk, you have cow's milk, okay, and you get bakri ka doodh, and you get donkey's milk. Donkey's milk is good for TB and all. Very, very good if you can manage to get that. Bakri milk overall with dahi and all what Mahatma Gandhi normally used to have, small kids are not easy to digest. But now comes the problem with the cow's milk. Cow milk, there are two types of cow milk. One is what we are getting in the market is Jersey cow. Now what is a Jersey cow?
Yes, from Britain, New Jersey.
No, I'll tell you.
It's a-
You agreed, you're right. In Britain, very well, but I'm not denying that it's not from Britain. But in Britain, what did they do? What did they do? They mated a cow and a pig. Okay. Why does Jersey guy give you 40 liters a day, 45 liters a day? Because any animal which can give you more than one sibling at a time, birth, a pig can give 10, 8 and it requires to produce that much milk because it has to feed 8 or 10 of the siblings. Same thing with a dog, a bitch. उसका भी 5 बच्चे होता है, so it can give you a good milk. It has the milk. So when they mated a cow with a pig, they managed to get milk which is far quantity. अगर देसी गाय का दूध आप लेने जाओगे, खाली 2 लीटर देती है, it produces enough only for that child of the cow. उनकी आप जैसा the mother produces milk for her child, same way a देसी गाय, that's why they say गाय माँ, माता है. This is the reason for it. So I went around searching. I had some this thing Ayurvedic doctor in Panvel. He said, "Sir, Sabuwala sir, देसी गाय का दूध आप पीना चालू करो, देखो फर्क क्या होता है." बट मिलना मुश्किल है. सर यार हमारे लिए मिलना मुश्किल है तो फिर देखा जाएगा. तो पूरा एक दिन बाइक निकाला, सुबह पूरा ओए गांव देख डाला, तो एक मिला, बोलता है देसी गाय का मिलेगा दैट मच लीटर. प्रॉब्लम इज 5 किलोमीटर्स फ्रॉम माई हाउस. रोज लेने जाओ, रोज लेने का. ऐसे भैया मैं तेरे को 2 बर्तन दे देता हूँ, फ्रिज में रख देना, एक साथ में मेरे को दे दे. बोला सर 1-1.5 लीटर से ज़्यादा निकलता नहीं. तो ऐसे दिस गाय इज अ जेन्युइन गाय. Okay. Then I went around searching and I saw the dye made out of that is different, the taste is different, and you feel lighter. No urea, no all this stuff in it. Believe me. And it was wonderful. And I take it, he said daily वो मेरे को 1.25 लीटर देता है. ऐसे भैया तू 10 रुपया ज़्यादा ले, मेरे घर पे डिलीवरी कर. One day somebody else came to deliver, and when I warmed it up, I knew that this was not desi gai ka doodh, because I had become so, it is slightly yellowish, it is watery. Okay, and again, desi gai ka doodh, I now found out one guy who supplies in wholesale, and that is Ramdev Baba's clinic. They sell in the morning desi gai ka doodh, and it's good. Expensive, but no problem at all. So milk again, if you can come down to desi gai or even your jassi gai, you have no choice. But I have stopped taking, either I take buffalo or I take desi gai, because I go as per the religion. नहीं pig है नहीं खाने का, तो खत्म हो गए बात.
Actually, too much of religion also is not good.
No, I'm just saying, this is on the lighter side. I said when I have buffalo milk, I take that, yeah. I have a whole lot of choice on that. Okay, and that's the way it was. So then I moved around. I sometimes sit with Baba Ramdev's clinic. He has some good products. I have got, Khargar is full of Ayurvedic and, jari booty wale. Okay, whole lot of them. So I sit, I talk to them, and I'm attached to an Ayurvedic hospital as a trainer. So I get first-hand knowledge of everything. So food-wise or anything, I just call up, doc, this is the thing. Sir, ye nahi, ye le lo, ye nahi, ye le lo. So that's one of the things that we come back from the milk. Now, what do you think we need to cover more before we really move on to it?
Exercise.
Huh?
You have left a very important topic.
बंद कर ही दे उसे बस, हाँ, because you're